covered these stories. So our first video, let's get into the first video. It's going to be Jack. And Jack just covered this yesterday.
One little, two little, three little Indians. All right, we sound good. This one's titled, Robots Are Taking Over Faster Than Anyone Predicted. These are 8 industries just proved it. All right, it should be fun.
Robots are stealing human jobs faster than anyone predicted, and 8 major industries just proved human workers are becoming completely obsolete. Waymo autonomous taxis are already serving 200,000 paid rides per week with 0 human drivers, while Amazon...
What?
So he's shocked, right? Now, that's why I came out with those videos back a couple months ago. I knew what was coming. I am very aware of what is happening because in my job, as I stated in those videos, I do a lot of VBA coding and I do a lot of formulation in spreadsheets and a lot of charts and graphs and things like that. And I know every time there's an update on my particular program, that task that I did before is no longer a task. It's a click of a button. I don't have to do anything. I just click the button and it appears. So I know AI is in the background and I trained it. And now they're doing updates on the program that I'm using and now it's just a click of a button. So it is here, it's not coming. AI has taken over. I know it, but it's interesting to see that Jack is pretty surprised about this. We know Waymo's been around with their driverless taxis. Tesla has come out with their driverless taxis, and I did cover that in another video, my past video of Elon versus Trump. So let's listen to what Jack has to say.
Hold on. Is this real? Tell me for real, are you getting in a fucking car with with nobody driving it? Like, I'm serious. I guess people drive Teslas, but like, are you really gonna let this pick you up? Nestor, you gonna let this pick you up?
Might just walk.
Okay, it might become normal. I'm not saying, I don't want to say I would never do it, but if I get in that car, I'm part of the problem. Just throwing that out there.
I feel like you would hop in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I'd hop in the drive. Move over, you little robot bitch. To be fair, though, where I live in South Florida, I do have a lot of people pick me up that don't speak any English, anything like that.
And that was another thing. Joe Rogan did cover some of this in a podcast that he had a few weeks ago regarding I'm not sure if it was a Waymo or a Tesla that he had taken. He said he had a great experience. He didn't have to deal with the Uber driver smoking or the music they were playing or having to be stressed about having a conversation with the driver. So there's one job right there that has been replaced already, and they're rolling this out. This was, I believe, Austin, Texas. And so there's one job we know of right now that is completely gone. It will be completely gone within a matter of months. I will get into all the other jobs that are already being replaced.
And sometimes that does kind of piss me off. And sometimes people are just really shitty drivers. I'm kind of scared. So to be fair on that, but it's not the point. The point is I feel like if I get in that car, especially you get in that car, you're just adding to the problem.
Week with 0 human drivers, while Amazon deployed 750,000 warehouse robots that sort packages faster and more accurately.
I did also cover Amazon. Every single Amazon warehouse has robots
Than any human worker. In China, robotic gas station attendants refuel cars without human help.
Come on, dude. We could fill our own cars. What is this, New Jersey? Do me a favor. Look up how many warehouse workers does Amazon have while I'm doing this.
He can't believe this.
Fucking come on, dude. Robots filling your car with gas. Like, what's up with the electric shit, by the way? Why isn't an electric car just full of solar panels? You know, like a turbine, you know, like spinners, the rims. Why can't the
Guys, I don't know if you just, you have to, I'm only doing this to make people aware of what is coming, not to cause any fear, not to cause any stress, but we are being taken over by these robotics, and none of us are going to have jobs. They're talking about UBI, which is Universal Basic Income, or some sort of credit system for us to live off of. It is frightening to me. Most of us can barely make it now as it is. And here we are with this rollout of these robotics.
Those rims be like a, what's that part of a car that spins like that to recharge the battery? It's in a car. Carburetor? I don't know what it's called. Point is that every rim can be a turbine, a spinning rim. With the solar panel, you should never have to recharge your car. I don't know. I don't know how to build a car, so maybe I'll just shut up.
Help, and robot chefs trained on 5 million recipes are cooking restaurant quality meals with perfect precision every single time.
I also covered that they are in, I've seen robotics in restaurants serving food. There's another job there that is going to be gone.
Just like my grandma robot used to make. You get any info on that, Nestor?
Yeah, it looks like they have around 1.5 million warehouse workers globally.
1.5 million workers globally. Holy shit. So, in other words, what are people gonna do? I guess the new business would be to own the robots.
So regarding that, there are websites out there right now for companies to buy these robots, and that's how they're taking over, silently taking over behind everybody's backs. You can go to a website and you could hire robots, you could buy them, and they can come to work. They'll be shipped to you the next day.
And then and then you got to sell the robots. We got to get into robot sales, guys. That's what we got to do.
Boston Dynamics robots are now operating professional film cameras and performing backflips while capturing movie scenes.
Shut up.
Completely replacing human camera operators who spent decades mastering their craft. The most
Now, we have a lot of editors, video editors, so I don't even believe that that may be true. I think a lot of the editing programs out there right now can make a movie with no problem.
terrifying example is robots.
To be fair, though, with the camera operators and the editor situation,
He
the
just said it.
iPhone is kind of this right here. I saw something recently where it showed something from like the 1990s where it was a bunch of computer equipment, a lot of stuff, and then it showed over the years everything shrinking down, disappearing from screens, stuff like this old monitor here, shrinking all the way down to just the phone. And then after that, it turned into the phone. Let me see your glasses. And then the phone disappeared and it was just a pair of glasses.
And they have those out right now.
Meaning, you know how they're coming out with those glasses that you could just fucking see everything through? Eventually we'll just have chips in our heads.
Sorry for the swearing.
This is kind of crazy though. Like, if this really does go full blown, there's gonna have to be some kind of like, everyone's gonna have to be on some kind of Social Security or UBI, I guess you would call it.
Repairing high voltage power lines because
Guys, this is happening right now. Look at this. This is happening today, right now. It's going on.
utility companies realize machines never get electrocuted, never fall, and never demand overtime pay or health insurance.
No.
These aren't prototypes or
Even the tradesmen. Come on, dude.
future concepts. Every single one of
Go to my first video, the AI takeover. It's a yellow thumbnail. It talks exactly about workmanship and construction workers and builders. It covers all of that.
these robots is working right now, earning money for companies while human workers get laid off and replaced. From taxi drivers to
Have you not heard of millions and millions of layoffs lately? Have you not heard of Microsoft laying off, I mean, all I hear are layoffs, constant layoffs on the news.
Warehouse workers to professional chefs, robots are proving they can do almost every job better, faster, and cheaper than the humans who used to do them. The job apocalypse isn't coming in 10 years, it's happening today, while most people are still pretending their careers are safe from automations. Which job will be the last one that robots can't steal from humans?
Probably having sex with my wife. And
He's going to go into the comments right now. So I'm going to skip over to the next topic that I actually covered. Now, this is in my second video, I believe, and it is Hyundai partnering with Persona AI, and their plan is to roll out thousands of robots by 2027 in the particular high precision welding field. So they'll be on the shipyards doing high precision welding, and they will be thousands of them. The IFR projects continued growth with installations expected to accelerate, like I said, in 2025. And this suggests that the total number of operational robots may be slightly higher than 4.3 million by mid 2025, which is where we are today. We are in the middle of 2025. So this is a story I did cover. If you want to go check out that video, Persona AI and Hyundai partnered up with a bunch of other companies and investors to roll out these robots by the thousands on shipyards for precision welding. Let's get into the next person that I follow who just covered this story yesterday.
Let's get something clear right off the bat. This channel isn't about buzzwords. It's not about corporate jargon or selling you comforting BS about the exciting future of work. This is straight talk for Generation X, the generation that's old enough to remember when computers used floppy disks, but...
Now, he says Generation X. I will be affected by this. I'm not Generation X, but I will be affected by this. I know my job, like I said, will be gone in a couple of years, and it's petrifying to me to know that I'm actually training it. Like I said, I do a lot of coding and formulation, and whenever they do an update, my job is no longer there. It's just a click of a button now. So I trained it, it does it, it updates it, and now it's just a click of a button.
Old enough to still need to protect 20 or more years of their employment. You need to know what's coming and when so you can be more prepared than most in order to...
And that's what this video is all about. It's about getting you prepared about what's coming. It's already here. So just get prepared. Have something that you might be able to fall back on. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know what the future is going to hold. If everything is robotics and nobody has, money there's no jobs, where people are going to get the money. And if there's robots running everything and these companies think that they're going to sell their product to people who have no money, it doesn't make sense.
Protect you and your family from AI taking your career away from you. While everybody else is busy writing LinkedIn posts about embracing change, in this episode, I'm tracking exactly which robots are being deployed, where they're being deployed, and which jobs they're eliminating.
So he's doing the work for me. I'm going to let him talk and see if we have the same numbers.
Because here's the brutal truth, guys. The timeline has accelerated beyond anyone's expectations. I know we talk a lot about timelines and accelerations, but it seems like each week after week, it's faster and faster. We're not talking about some distant future scenario either. Hyundai, the car company, is deploying thousands of humanoid robots in factories by the end of this year. Amazon's Vulcan is already operating in warehouses today. And of last week, Chinese surgical robots have performed over 20,000 orthopedic operations.
So guys, I covered this a couple of months ago, and now these guys are coming out with these videos. So I really appreciate this because I had a lot of people in the comments doubting my information that I was putting out in those videos about the timelines of robots and what was going to happen. And it's going faster than what I even thought would happen.
Get that knee replacement done in China, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't science fiction. It's May 2025 and the robot takeover is already underway. This channel has one purpose: to give you the unfiltered reality of what's happening right now so you can prepare, adapt, and survive. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. No corporate doublespeak, no false hope, just practical strategies for navigating a world where robots have learned to walk, run, and soon sit at your desk. So please hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm about to drop some truth bombs that make last week Zuckerberg's AI predictions look like a gentle warm-up. My name is Rod Miller, and you're about to find out why these dancing robots you laughed at on YouTube are about to be your co-workers or your replacements.
Replacements.
So remember Boston Dynamics was in the news a lot, the company behind those terrifying...
I did a video of that also. Please go check out those videos. They're really good. They have a lot of good information on them. Subscribe to the channel, because I will be doing constant AI updates. You can get all your information there, and I will cover any stories that anybody else, any information that anyone has. You can email it to me to my email address on my page, and I would love to hear your comments and what you think about what is happening with this humanoid AI robotic rollout.
dog robots and Atlas robots doing those urban acrobatics. Well, Hyundai acquired Boston Robotics in 2021, and now they're planning to deploy tens of thousands of these bipedal, is it bipedal or bipedal? I say bipedal. Bipedal beasts
Bipedal, I
in
say.
their manufacturing plants starting by the end of this year. This isn't a pilot program. This isn't a test. This is a full-scale invasion of the assembly line scheduled for the 2025 holiday season. Just in time to replace workers asking for Christmas bonuses, too. Hyundai dropped $21 billion in automating their U.S. operations, and the centerpiece, the robots they acquired from Boston Dynamics, machines capable of doing backflips while assembling cars. Meanwhile, the company's talking about creating 100,000 jobs while at the same time building a robot army. Something about that math just doesn't add up.
It doesn't
for me,
add up.
Guys.
That's why I don't know if we can trust what's really being told to us. I see something different.
Robots have learned to laugh at on YouTube.
Sorry, I
It's,
pressed the wrong
robots
button.
doing those urban acrobatics. Well, Hyundai acquired Boston Robotics in 2021, and now they're planning to deploy tens of thousands of these bipedal, is it bipedal or bipedal? I say bipedal.
Either
Bipedal
way.
beasts in their manufacturing plants starting by the end of this year. This isn't a pilot program. This isn't a test. This is a full-scale invasion of the assembly line scheduled for the 2025 holiday season. Just in time to replace workers asking for Christmas bonuses, too. Hyundai dropped $21 billion in automating their U.S. operations, and the centerpiece, the robots they acquired from Boston Dynamics, machines capable of doing backflips while assembling cars. Meanwhile, the company's talking about creating 100,000 jobs while at the same time building a robot army. Something about that math just doesn't add up for me, guys. These aren't your grandfather's industrial robots bolted to the floor either. We've all seen those, orange or yellow, all bolted, all doing those welding jobs or putting bolts in.
No, they're walking.
These are free-roaming, AI-powered, athletic humanoids that can navigate complex spaces, use tools, and adapt to changing conditions. Hyundai is not just building cars anymore. They're building the blueprint for the post-human factories. Want to see what our robot replacements look like? Look no further than the NVIDIA GTC conference. They literally paraded these things around like it was a damn
I watched that. That was incredible. It blows my mind, the technology in these robots.
fashion show for the
and
apocalypse.
AI.
Let's take a tour of our future overlords, shall we? First up, 1X's Neo Gamma robot. This thing vacuumed floors, watered plants, and posed for selfies with the crowd. Their CEO had the gall to say, What we're selling now in 2025 is not Rosie the Robot. It's a journey to Rosie the Robot. That's real sweet. Translation, we haven't perfected the technology that will replace you, but what
which is very scary. And I did cover part of that also. There have been several cases, and we have seen the videos of these robots that have lost control. They have just completely malfunctioned, causing harm to people. And that is the scary part of this. They're rolling these robots out without fully understanding how this is, whether or not these AIs are capable of not losing control and malfunctioning, which is very scary. Imagine having one of these in your house and all of a sudden it malfunctions and it kills your dog or hurts your a family member. I'm not having that.
we're working on it, and it gets better. 1X says Neo will cost less than a car and start going to paying customers this year. Less than a car. We're looking at a price point that makes robot workers accessible to small businesses, not just mega corporation. And then there's Agility's Digit. This two-legged nightmare showed off its grocery shopping skills, grabbing random items at
I've seen them in Walmart. I've seen videos of them in Walmart, and I believe it was Target.
never seen before and putting them in a basket. It's already deployed in warehouses for full shifts, and now they're working on letting it move freely among human workers in the next 18 months. Because what could possibly go wrong with a bipedal robot wandering around Whole Foods alongside elderly people and people with strollers? I know, my mom would fall down. If she's done it before, she'll do it again. That's not funny. I'm not laughing because my mom falls. I'm laughing because my mom falls a lot. It's terrible. I probably should edit that out. I love my mom. It was just Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Aw.
I did send her a card with her upside down on the front. Terrible son. And of course, Boston Dynamics Atlas was the star of the show, even without physically being there. They've upgraded their learning method. Now they simply put a human in a motion capture suit, feed that data to the robot overnight, and boom, it can do cartwheels by morning. Their CTO literally said they're working on generalist policies, so these robots won't be limited to specialized tasks anymore. They're building a jack of all trades replacement for you and me both.
So he's going to go into several different types of robots. We know that there's Elon's Optimus robot. There's so many different types of robots. So we have explored the rise of the AI in the workplace, and it isn't just a futuristic fantasy, it's a rapidly evolving reality. From automation in factories to sophisticated algorithms impacting white-collar professions, the landscape of work is undeniably shifting. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the AI. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, and most of all, stay human. Have a